father to go to the army as a chaplain when he was too old to be drafted and not strong enough to be a soldier.
I wish that I could go as a nurse, so I could be by him always and keep him safe.
It must be awful to live in a drafty old tent and eat all sorts of nasty things out of a dirty tin cup.
When will they come home, Marmee? Not for many months, I'm afraid, dear. He will stay and do his work faithfully, and we won't ask him back a second sooner than he can be spared. Joe, dear, why don't you draw the curtains and let us make ourselves cozy for the evening? Yes, Marmee. There are some sewing to do, and perhaps you'll read us some work.
Eavesdropping.
There's old Mr. Lawrence, and his young grandson is playing to him on the most beautiful piano. Oh, Beth, do come see. It'll make you quite green. Certainly not. Joe, draw the curtains at once and come away from the window. Old Mr. Lawrence and his grandson think that they saw you peering over at them. But, Marmee, it isn't as if they're complete strangers to us. You told us that you knew Mr. Lawrence when you were a young girl. And besides, I've spoken to the Lawrence boy.
What? Without a proper invitation?
Oh, don't be so stuffy, Amy. It was when one of Beth's kittens ran over and he brought it back to us.
He seems very nice, and he looks as if he'd like to meet us, but he's quite bashful.
I think he needs friends, and I plan to get to know him. I have no objection to you knowing him if the proper opportunity occurs. But Mr. Lawrence keeps very much to himself, and I wouldn't wish to presume on a very slight acquaintance. He keeps the boys shut up when he isn't studying with his tutor, and makes him study very hard.
The Moffats told me that they invited him to their party, but he didn't go.
Well, I think it's jolly hard luck, and I will do. It is not for us to criticize no better. Please draw the curtains and come to the fire. They've gone now. What? Marmee, it's a carriage. Aunt March's carriage is pulling up outside.
And March's here.
Whatever she wants. I don't think she has called us in 10 years. Did she say anything about calling this evening? No, Marmee, I can't understand it. Well, she's here now. Quick, girls, let's make the room tidy. Meg, take the tray back to the kitchen and ask Hen to make some fresh tea. Beth, Amy, maybe you had better go upstairs until I send for you. Joe, you stay here in case she wishes to speak to you. There she is. You let her in. Hannah's busy anyway. I think Aunt March rather terrifies her. Good evening, Aunt March.
Good evening, Josephine. Well, niece, aren't you going to ask me to sit down?
Do come in, Aunt March, and make yourself at home. May I help?
No, thank you. I don't intend on staying that long. I just thought I'd drop by and see how you and the girls were getting along. I can never get any information out of Joseph.
We are all well, thank you. Meg has a slight cold.
Cold? I'm not surprised the way young people go on these days. It's a wonder they don't all die of pneumonia.
And are you keeping well, Aunt March?
Me? Well, I am never well. My old trouble here gives me constant pain. And of course, I get so little sleep.
But Joe tells me that you always sleep soundly for an hour or so every day after dinner.
Nonsense. I'm merely resting my eyes from the light while she reads to me. I've never really slept well in over 30 years. Just lose myself for a while is all.
But you never find yourself again very soon, do you, Aunt March? Joe, don't be impertinent. It must be very trying for you, Aunt March.
How's that husband of yours, my nephew?
He is well, thank you, and seems playing the rigors of camp life not too difficult to bear.
Beyond me would he want to go gallivanting off to the war for it all at his age. Why couldn't he stay home to be a chaplain?
He did what he knew to do the right thing, and though I miss him dearly, I would not have it otherwise. The men need him, and he feels like he's doing good work among them.
Well, that's questionable. I can't say his judgment has always been unerring. Just look at the way he lost all that money helping that good-for-nothing friend of his a few years ago. I told him. I said to him...
Aunt March, what my husband did, he did as a Christian gentleman to help a dear friend in misfortune. That everything was lost in the transaction is no reflection on either of them. I'm sorry, but I cannot sit here in his own home and hear you speak ill of him.
Well, tidy then. Tidy. Didn't I do what I could to help? Didn't I offer to take up one of your girls and raise her?
We told you that we couldn't give up one of our girls, not for a fortune. Rich or poor, we will stay together and be happy in one another.
Mighty independent I well enough, and I'm always right in these matters. Though I think sometimes she takes a great deal more interest in her late Uncle March's library than tending to my needs.
Oh, but March, I
That
don't
is
need...
enough, miss. You know as well as I do you spend every spare minute you can in among those books.
I'm afraid that Jo has a great weakness for reading, but she should not neglect her duties to indulge her pleasures.
Oh, her duties. They are light enough in all conscience. Wind yarn, wash the poodle, feed Polly, my sweet parrot, and read aloud luscious essays, of which at least I never tire.
Am I to understand then, Aunt March, that you are here this evening to complain of Jo's behavior?
Complain? Complain? What would ever give you the idea I would ever complain about anything?
I see. Then may I ask the reason for your visit?
Reason? Mercy on us. Why should an old invalid like myself, racked with pain, turn out on a cold winter's night? For no other reason than to wish you a happy Christmas, of course.
Oh, thank you. March,
And with my nephew away at playing soldier, I have no doubt things will be less plentiful at home this year. Josephine, run out to the carriage, girl, and fetch my parcels from the coachman.
Yes, Aunt March.
Nothing much, just a few gifts for each girl. A little brooch, a trifle of lace, and some cakes and good things, good wholesome produce. I do not think rich food is good for young people, and at any rate, I will keep you all from starving this year. Where is Josephine? Do wish she would hurry up. About time. Put them down before you drop them. Now I must go. There are a great many things requiring my attention, and I haven't time to sit here and listen to your gossip. And remember, nothing is to be opened until Christmas morning.
Marmee? Well, Jo, I don't know what to say. And to think that after we refused to let her adopt one of you, she wouldn't speak to us for a year.
I promise after Christmas I will be on my best behavior. Even when reading the boring, brilliant essays of Mr. Belsham.
Yes, well, you go upstairs and tell the others that the ordeal is over, and I'll pack these things away for Christmas morning.
Oh, Marmee, may we have some time to work on our Christmas play? We really need it.
Yes, of course. I have several things to do down here, and will call you when I'm done. But try not to make too much noise.
Of course not, Marmee. Thank you.
It's all right, Hannah. I'll get it. Would you take these to the kitchen, please? They're Christmas presents from Aunt March.
Christmas present from your Aunt March. Land sakes, so much an angel thing.
Do come in, Mr. Lawrence. It was nice of you to call.
Thank you, Mrs. March, but I'm really here on behalf of my grandfather. He asked me to present his compliments and apologies.
His apologies.
Yes, he feels he's been very remiss in not calling to pay the respects to the daughter of his old friend and hopes that you will accept the tardiness of an old man who but rarely ventures into society.
How very kind of him. Please sit down.
Oh, and he hopes that you will take the honor of accepting these 2 humble dear compliments of the city.
Thank you. You did have to learn a long speech, didn't you?
Yes, it was rather I should forget half of it. Oh, and these flowers, I picked them myself in the conservatory.
How very sweet of you. They are lovely. Perhaps you and your grandfather would like to take tea with us one day and meet my family?
I should like that very much indeed.
I believe that you have met my daughter, Jo.
Yes, when the kitten ran in the garden, she's full of life, isn't she? She told me she wanted to be offers.
Yes, our Jo's very lively, and she's always busy scribbling away in a little study that she's made for herself in the attic.
Meg's the pretty one, isn't she? And Beth Rose, the one who stays at home a good deal. And Amy, the curly-haired one who sketches the paintings, I believe.
For someone who's never met my girls, you seem to know an awful lot about them. How do you discover all that?
You see, when I'm home alone, I hear them calling, and I look over and the lamps are lighted and the curtains are shut. It's like a picture looking and see all you at the table or doing some household task. I can't help but watching all your comings and goings.
Do you live alone with your grandfather?
Yes, my parents are both dead. Grandfather lives among his books and doesn't pay much attention to what happens outside. My tutor, Mr. Burke, only comes in during the day, so I fear that's why I've come to watching all your comings and goings.
Well, when you have met my girls, there'll be no need for you to watch anymore, for you